Today we're going to learn some facts about Louisville, Kentucky that are pretty interesting. We all know the Louisville Slugger as the world's finest baseball bat, made in Louisville by Hillerich and Bradsby. The first Louisville Slugger was Pete Browning, an outfielder for the Louisville Eclipse professional baseball team and an inspired hitter. 17-year-old Eclipse fan Bud Hillerich offered to make a bat for Browning, who promptly broke a slump with 3 hits. His teammates then wanted one of their own, and Hillerich and Bradsby was born. Years later, with H&B well established, they officially named their bats after Browning, known as Louisville Slugger. And just across from the street of the Louisville Slugger Museum there is the Museum of Science, the IMAX Theater, which does have some interesting things to see in there. The next area we're going to visit is known as Old Louisville, and it's a historic district and neighborhood in central Louisville, Kentucky. Now, this is the largest such district in the United States, and the largest preservation district featuring almost entirely of Victorian architecture. Of course, the area that we were driving through is just a very small aspect of the Old Louisville. Old Louisville consists of about 48 city blocks and is located north of University of Louisville's main campus and south of Broadway in downtown Louisville. Despite its name, Old Louisville was actually built as a suburb of Louisville starting in the 1870s, nearly a century after Louisville was founded. It was initially called the Southern Extension, and the name of Old Louisville did not come into the effect until the 1960s. Old Louisville was initially home to some of the Louisville's wealthiest residents, but saw a decline in the early and mid-20th century following the revitalization efforts and gentrification. Old Louisville is currently home to a diverse population with a high concentration of students and young professionals. Louisville is not actually the oldest part of Louisville. In fact, large-scale development south of Broadway did not begin until the 1870s, nearly a century after what is now downtown Louisville was first settled. The area was initially part of 3 different military land grants issued in 1773, and throughout the early and mid-19th century, the land passed through the hands of several speculators. Meanwhile, much of it was used as farmland. Some of the land south of Broadway is still in its natural state during this time, such as the 50-acre trace between Broadway and Breckenridge, known as Jacob's Woods. The next area we'll be visiting today is known as the Jefferson Memorial Forest. This is the largest municipal urban forest in America. Minutes away from bustling suburban neighborhoods is nearly 6,500 acres of forest, the largest to be found in any U.S. city. Camping, fishing on a 7-acre lake, hiking, and educational programs are offered year-round, and it's easy enough to forget problems when surrounded by Kentucky's forests. The forest offers over 35 miles of various hiking trails, including several of which offer views of downtown Louisville. Several discrete usage areas are featured, including the Tom Wallace Recreation Area, which is about 7 acres. And the hiking trail, the Stillston Trail, traverses much of the forest from east to west, where there are several local hiking trails in addition. Horan also features many hiking trails in both the Paul Yost and Tom Wallace recreation areas have horse trails. There are some 50 types of trees, including 10 species of oaks, an original flora of wildflowers, and 17 species of ferns and fern alleys. A wide variety of animals can be seen, including bobcats, coyotes, red foxes, white-tailed deer, great blue herons, and horned owls. But like many other natural areas in eastern United States, the forest has a significant problem with invasive exotics, including tree of heaven, autumn olive, Armor honeysuckle, Japanese honeysuckle, and princess tree. The forest is located in the Knobs region of Kentucky, also known as the Muldrow Escarpment. This is a belt of rugged hills lying between the Bluegrass and Pennyroyal regions. The underlying geology of these hills is primarily siltstone and shale, while the siltstone creating extremely steep hillsides.